Hi guys, it's Don Rat, and I just wanted to touch base on Madonna. Madonna, I've been meaning to make a video about Madonna forever, and I guess I might as well do it now. Um, so Madonna she's in the news because she accepted an award speech for some sort of women's award, something like that, Billboard Women's Festival, Billboard, whatever. And she went on a 10-minute speech about how hard her life is and how nobody's treated her right in the business, and how everyone called her a whore after she put out her sex book. And it was really thick. She wished she had a female peer, but she felt like she didn't have any peers. And the whole thing about Madonna was like, she did not have peers. She did all this shit that no one else would do. She went out and took pictures for her sex book, buck ass naked in high heels in the middle of LA traffic. That was the cool thing about Madonna. That's why people paid $80 back in early 90s for that fucking sex book. Because it was, and I remember because my parents bought it. I remember Mr. Kleinman, my 7th grade teacher, rattling on about it. He was totally opposed to it. And of course, my parents bought it, and then I tried to sneak around and find it, and I couldn't find it for a while, and then one day I did find it, and then I co-opted it and kept it under my bed for a few months or something. I don't know. I definitely looked through it. Maybe I just looked through it when my parents weren't home. But yeah, I mean, I would lay around and masturbate in different ways to that book for hours. I thought it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. But the whole point was that Madonna was doing things other people weren't doing. That's why she brought in so much money. So much money. If everyone was doing that, there's not as much money in it. So, she got a lot of hopefully financial reward from that book and some different things that she's done. She got a lot of fame for what her unique art, her sexual art. And, I have a hard time when Madonna's bitching. I have a hard time dealing with it. So, backstory, I used to listen to Madonna all the time. For years and years, I would dance to her music all the time. And then, I had, most of her albums, even up to, like, the What It Feels Like to Be for a Girl and all those, It's only the last, maybe 5 or 7 years that I haven't kept current on Madonna, but, I was just because of where I've been at, not because of her music. But recently, I found out something about Madonna, and I haven't even been able to listen to her greatest hits. I can't even get through it. I can't even listen to. There's one of the Mount Eden songs that is cover of Frozen. It's a remix of Frozen. I can't even listen to it. Can't even listen to it because Madonna is Madonna is a fucking total circumciser. She's a total circumciser. So Madonna got involved in Kabbalah. She's part of the Kabbalah Center. She's into Judaism, and she considers herself a Jew. And so the woman that she started the Kabbalah Center with, there's two couples. Or no, I guess Madonna she's not part of a couple anymore. But anyway, so Rabbi Berg, or whatever the fuck his name is, his wife, at least rabbis can have wives. That's good. I'm happy about that. Or at least with Kabbalah Center, they can. So Rabbi Berg's wife, whatever her name is, that started the Kabbalah Center in New York, and I think they have a Kabbalah Center in LA now too. So anyway, this woman told Madonna, she's like, well, is Guy Ritchie circumcised? And Madonna's, oh, we're dating and we want to get married. No, he's not circumcised. She's like, oh, you got it. It's very important. Otherwise, it's very sinful. It's very sinful, and there's a lot of dark energy carried in the foreskin. Dark energy that the foreskin contains. You gotta skin that penis. You've gotta skin that penis, otherwise it's not holy, and you can't get married. In the Kabbalah. You can't get married at the Kabbalah Center or something. I don't know. she's rich enough. They probably would have married her anyway. But so Madonna says, Guy Ritchie, I need you to circumcise yourself. And I don't know how long it took her to convince him. But before they could get married, he had to go get an adult circumcision. You know, he's like 32 or 35 already. The fuck does he. What the fuck does this guy. I mean, he's a British guy. Come on. He's a beautiful British guy. He's not that beautiful, but I'm sure his body is. Or was. His body was probably really nice at 30. And, I mean, he's a little goofy looking, but whatever. He's still, you know, he's creative and thoughtful and you know, he's interesting. He's a good writer. So, and I think this is a big waste of a perfectly good British man. You know, for me, God, if I found someone in America that was, you know, intact, I would be so excited. I'd be so happy. I would give them so much love. But Madonna, nope. If we're gonna get married, you've got to get an adult circumcision, and so we did. And of course, she circumcised Rocco, her son, and she circumcised the African boy that they adopted, which is that's morally, you know. I mean, it's just like with your own kids, I guess. You know, circumcising any children is just extremely morally dubious, and encouraging and making some man that loves you very much go get circumcised, so you can get married is really fucked up. And then of course she cheats on him with what's his name, the baseball player in New York in their condo. What was that guy's name? He was really tall. I don't remember, but she lost her marriage anyway. So Guy Ritchie's single, you know, or he's remarried or whatever, and all the women in his life from Madonna on, they've all got to sit and spin on his circumcised penis, even though he's a British man. This is a travesty. It's a travesty. And anyway, it makes it hard when I try to put on Madonna. I just lose the stomach for it. You know, I know it's not the end of the world. It's not the biggest deal ever, but it affects me. It affects me. I'm really just turned off by people, especially women. Women, you know, why is that? Please don't make a man do that. Don't make your babies do that, and don't make grown-ass men. You know, they say that foreskin is bitch deterrent, or whore deterrent, or bimbo deterrent. And basically what that means is, if a woman doesn't know what she's getting, if she doesn't know to be excited about your foreskin, then she's kind of dumb. So you can show her why she should be excited, and then she's got this narrow window to decide if she's cool. And she's like, oh my god, I didn't even realize that all the guys I've been with before were scarred up as fuck and had been skinned by their doctor when they were a baby. And maybe then she's like, oh, I love having sex with you. This is so gentle and awesome, and you're so cool. Great. You keep that one. I just did a thumbs up. But, or she's like, oh no. You know, I like the sex, but you need to get it anyway, because my God believes you should. And it's just dirty and it's nasty. No, that's a fucking straight up bitch, bimbo, whatever. And she's dumb, and you need to move on. If a woman tells you to get an adult circumcision, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's horrible. And there's so many of us. I mean, literally, like, there's so many of us that would love to spend time with, you know, a handsome intact guy who has a British accent and is smart and creative. I mean, there's groups of us that would drop dead for that. And, you know, there's so many women looking for that. You might even be able to get, you know, an open relationship. You might be able to have threesomes with 2 women or foursomes with 3 women. You know, there's a lot of women on the market that are looking for intact guys, and there's not nearly enough in America to get with all of us. So, you know, you can take all sorts of sexual liberties as far as having multiple girlfriends and stuff. And, you know, that's just way more appealing than skinning yourself because you think it's some ideal. You know, that's a horrible thing. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know, don't. So Madonna's like, she was always so, you know, now, I don't know, you know, she's like a victim now, and everything's so hard, and why didn't she have this, or why didn't she have that? It's like, Madonna, you're fucking rich as fuck. You're really rich. And you're going, you know, I will say one more thing. She went and performed in Israel. She was very excited to perform in Israel. She said, you know, because I'm a Jew, I've been a Jew now for 7 years, and I'm going to Israel, and people are going to really love that I'm into the Kabbalah. This is what she thought. And she performed in Israel, but the Israeli newspapers, they put pictures of her and the concert info, and they said, this whore, this American whore is performing. And they all, that's all they called her, was an American whore. They didn't give a fuck that she was Jewish, or that she worshipped the Kabbalah, or that she had a red string, or that she believed in Sophia, or the Tiferoth and the Tree of Life. Nobody cared at all. They still called her an American whore, and said that she didn't wear enough clothes, and that she was an embarrassment to herself, and that she needed to get out of Israel and go home as soon as possible. It was really funny, because she thinks that if she just circumcised everyone and calls herself Jewish and studies the Kabbalah, that Israel's gonna love her, and that's just not the case. She's not like genetically Jewish. All right, guys, I gotta cough, so I'm gonna wrap it up.